Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and this is what we're going to make today. It's a very simple card, but it looks really complicated. We're going to be using the June E-Club Kit stamp from Maymay. This is the one that she created especially for our kit. So we're going to be doing some selective stamping. So we're just going to be using the birthday part off of this. And then we're going to be using another stamp set that just has happy and adding that to it to have happy birthday. So we're going to show you how to do selective stamping and how to make all of this, how to create your own designs if you don't have the dies and punches and things that do this. We're also going to be showing you how to use the back side of your ephemera. So there's a piece of ephemera. Use the back side. If you're not going to be using this side and you don't want to waste it, use this back side to stamp on and use it on your cards and things anyway. And I did want to drop this little note in here. All of the things that I do on this channel are strictly for you guys. This is not a channel that I am trying to work out hard to make lots and lots of money, because there's not lots of money to be made on YouTube unless you're some kind of gaming person, and that's not me. But I'm doing all these tutorials for you guys. I do not mind at all if you copy my patterns. I put my patterns out there for free so that you guys can copy them. I don't mind if you put up videos on your channel using this. I would appreciate you just mentioning my name in there, my Scrapbooking with Me name in there. But if you forget and you don't, that's okay too. I do this for you. I don't do it for myself. I do it for you so that I can teach you the little bit that I know about crafting. And I hope it has inspired somebody out there to craft a little bit, and crafting is always the best therapy that there is. All right, let's get into the project. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 6. On the 8.5 inch side, got something on my card. On the 8.5 inch side, you're going to score at 2. Let me get my notes over here. At 3. At 5.5, and at 6.5. Now go ahead and fold and burnish your score lines. Now what you're going to do is you're going to fold these two outside wings, fold them up, and then fold this to a mountain. And so you're going to have something that looks like this. If you straighten it out, there's how it looks. And if you fold it up, this is how it looks. Okay? We have made one similar to this before, but not exactly like it. We're going to use some scraps today to make this, so it's going to be cute and easy and fun. All right, we're going to put some black cardstock here and here, and your black cardstock is 1 7/8 by 5 7/8. We're going to put one piece here and one over here, so you're going to need 2 of those. I'm just going to use my ATG gun to put these down. Use a stronger adhesive if you want to, but this one will work for me. Now you're only going to have a small border around that, so just line it up about like that. There we go. Got those 2 pieces on. Then you're going to need 2 pieces that are 5 3/4 by 1 3/4, and those are going to go on the top right here. And I chose the black just because of the black seeds in the watermelon. Thought that'd be cute. This is still some of that paper from our June kit. I am still working with some of that paper. Again, you're going to have a small border around this, so just a little sneak peek of that black showing. For your centerpiece, you're going to need a piece of black that is 2 3/8 by 5 7/8, and then you're going to need a piece that is 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. So we're going to glue those together. There we go, and then we're going to put that down right there. Now you can go ahead and mat these pieces right here if you want to. I'm not going to, because I think I like the way that pink pops on there. So that's what you have so far. Now we're going to use some of our ephemera. Now in the pack we got this ephemera. It says best summer ever. It has a lot of white in the background. I like that. And then I'm just using a piece of this paper that is kind of in the background in the peaches and different colors, and it's also right here. So I'm going to use that. Now I don't have a punch or a die cut that would cut out this particular shape, and I don't have a scanning cut. So what I want to do is I'm going to trace this with just a little bit extra left outside of the trace. And then I'm going to cut it out, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Now, I have a shaky hand, so I don't draw exactly straight, but I cut a lot straighter than I draw, which is kind of weird, isn't it? A lot of times you can just kind of get the sketch on there, and then you can use your scissors and straighten everything up. So just get you a little outline with about 1/8 of an inch left all the way around. And of course, I'm going hurriedly with this one too. So I'll show you what we have. See, we just did a little sketch there. And then just take your scissors and straighten the lines up, straighten, you know, everything up that you can. Just kind of cut it, trim it out. And that's going to give you your little border of that color on here. Just a tiny bit of that border around that. So we're going to trim this out, and then we're going to use that. Okay, we have that trimmed out, and as you can see, I trim a lot better than I draw. Let me know in the comments if you have a shaky hand like I do. I have always had kind of a shaky hand. It's just one of my many things that I deal with, but it's a little bit worse now that I have got older. But let me know in the comments if you can draw straight lines or if you have a little bit of problem with it too. Now when it comes to cutting, I can usually cut a lot straighter than I can draw. Alright, so let's put this down. I'm putting it on pop dots, and then I'm just going to kind of even it up like that. There we go, as you can see. And then we're going to put that down right there. And see, when that pops up, now you're only going to glue this in the center. Let's just use some more pop dots to go right down the center of this. So we're going to kind of even that up and put it right here at the top. Kind of like that. Okay? Now let's fold that up and see what that looks like. Oh yeah, I think that looks good. Now, I have had lots and lots of people who say, what in the world can I do with all of these ephemera pieces that you send me? I'll show you what I do with them. I use them like this. I use them in other ways, but then sometimes I use the back of them. If this one, see, this one's just popsicles, and I don't think I would be using that on just a page. So I flip it over. I'm going to use part of the stamp set that came with our June kit. This is the Maymay stamp set, and it is Sunday Fun Day, and I'm going to use Have a Cool Birthday, but I'm only going to use birthday off of this. Now I'm going to use just a sticky note. I'm going to put that sticky note down. Hopefully, I'm going to put that sticky note across there where I can just ink up that birthday. And then out of another stamp set, this is a Lawn Fawn stamp set. It's called Happy Happy Happy. I'm going to use the happy off of that. And I do think I'm going to use my Tim Holtz stamp platform just because it'll be a lot easier for me to position that. And I've just put a little bit of tape on the back of that, just a tiny bit. Just get that pretty even there. Now I'm going to lay birthday down where I want it. Right there, I think. Let's see if that looks kind of straight. And then I'm going to pick that up. And then I'm just going to ink that birthday with my VersaFine ink. And then I'm going to pull this off. Before you forget, pull that off. And then we're going to stamp that down just like that. Very good. Then I'm going to pull this stamp up and position my happy on here. I think that will work right there. Pick it up, and then again I'm going to ink it up with my VersaFine and stamp that down. There we go. Happy birthday. May have got it just a little bit off, but you're not going to be able to tell when we get through with it. So we're going to leave that alone. Now I'm just going to use my trimmer, and what I've looked at here is these lines on the side, these lines right here, are exactly the width of this. So I'm going to go by that, and I'm going to trim that off, trim those little edges off there, like that. And then I want to trim just a little bit of this top off because I don't need all of that. That will work right there. So now we have used a piece of ephemera that we wasn't going to use any other way to stamp and make a happy birthday there. And then we're going to put this up on some pop dots too. But I do think I'm going to go ahead and put it down on here and just have me a little bit of a border around it, and I'm just going to lay it down there and trim around it. I'm not going to put it back in my trimmer. Told you I can cut straighter than I can draw, so hopefully this will be pretty straight. Now I think on this one I'm going to go ahead and double mat it. I have some black here that we're going to put that down on, just leaving a tiny border there. That's easier to see if I pull it over that way. And then again, we're just going to trim around it. Just a slight trim, leaving just a tiny bit of a border on there. So there is a sentiment on there, and you didn't even have to waste any of your paper. We're just using the ephemera up. So we're going to put that right there, but again, we're going to put it on pop dots. And I'm just going to kind of even it up from one side to the other, hopefully. There we go. And then, of course, we have to put a little bit of bling on there. You know that. Let's see what we've got. I've got some pink left and yellow. I think I'll use this yellow up here at the top on this piece. And I'm just going to put it right there. And then another one right over here. See if I got those straight. I have to hold it up and look at it. It looks pretty good. And then on this one, I don't have two small ones that are the same color, but I'm going to use what I have. So I'm going to use that one on that end, and I'm going to use the green one on this end. And there you go. There is your beautiful card to send to somebody for their birthday if they have a nice summer birthday like we have in our family come up. We have like 3 summer birthdays coming up very shortly. So this will go to one of them. And you can always flip it over and write your sentiment in here if you want to. And then you can close it like this and slide it down in your card. And when they get it, it'll kind of pop up like that. But that's quick and easy. These cards are quick and easy, but they look really complicated when somebody looks at them. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click that little bell when that little bell pops up so that you'll be notified when we put up a new video. We would appreciate that. Also, YouTube is telling us that we have a lot of you guys that watch our channel that are not subscribers. We are having 2 large giveaways coming up very, very soon. And if you're not a subscriber, you can't win. Even if you watch every one of our videos, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, if you're not a subscriber, you can't be entered for those giveaways. And we sure would like for you to be entered because I know that we have lots of people that are really faithful to our channel that watch all the time that may not have ever clicked that subscribe button, and we would really appreciate it if you would do that. We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.